Hey guys, so today we're going to be covering something which I find quite interesting, and it's kind of to do with the reveals of the 2022 sets. However, this will also be discussing the 2021 January wave reveal, and just a lot of stuff with the idea of the split wave. Now, before we get into this, I do just want to apologize that these normal kind of videos I haven't been doing recently as much because I've been tackling the advent calendar, and I'm sorry about that. I don't have a lot of time right now. I should be getting a bit more time now, but I just haven't lately, and I've been allocating all of that to the advent calendar. But I guess I have had to squeeze time in for this week in LEGO Star Wars, but there isn't much else for anything else, so I am sorry for that, but I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now I want you to take your minds back to September 2020 when we first got our rumours for the January 2021 wave, except that there was something a bit off about it. This time, the wave was split in two, there were a lot less sets, and it seemed to introduce a downscaled thing. But what I mean by the split in two is that the releases, there were 4 sets releasing in January and 3 in March. Later, these were revealed, and the rumours were true. This confused a lot of people, and it was kind of the first time LEGO had done it. I guess they had technically done it before, but this was kind of the first time in recent history, to my knowledge, and it was a bit interesting. And it did kind of mean that there was a bit of a delay, and yeah, it's kind of unknown why still, but there were a lot of suspicions about COVID. Even the box art was different slightly, like there was no side box art on the March sets, so evidently there was some weird things happening. The problem with the reveal, however, was that it was still treated as one wave, and catalogs came out showing all of the sets together. This was also shown together in the instructions, and it was a big issue. So by the time that LEGO officially revealed the March sets, we'd already seen it 2 months earlier, or even 4 months earlier technically. So really, it was a big problem, and there was just some big issues there with LEGO's marketing for these sets, the main issue being that LEGO counted all these sets as one wave. So how did LEGO change this in 2022, and why am I making this video? Well, LEGO obviously noticed the big problem with this, and even though we still got a split wave, we also didn't get a split wave in summer 2021, but we still got a split wave here in January, and it's even more of a split wave technically. We've got sets in January, March, April maybe, but we've also got sets in May and even June. So the May sets are of course 18 plus sets, but they're also kind of more builds that would kind of be more play sets. So they're kind of interesting there. By that I mean like the Yoda's Hut and stuff. But mainly we're going to be talking about the January and the March sets, as those are kind of still the main wave. Now myself and a lot of people expected that we would see these March sets once the January set reviews came out, and we expected those reviews to come out right after the sets had been revealed. However, there was a big wait, honestly, and from what I had heard, the LAN members had not yet even gotten the sets. Like there was some delay there, or just they had them but they couldn't review them until a while later. It's kind of weird, but the review date was quite late, and I was kind of thinking that that was because the March sets were in the instructions. They didn't want to show that off, of course, but once those reviews came out, I noticed that none of these reviews ended up showing the instructions. So I asked Matt the Brickwiz, who obviously did one of these reviews, and I asked him if there was anything interesting in the instructions, but it turns out that there is nothing. And we got a visual clue from this after Eminar did his review, which came out today actually, and we can just see that it's just the January sets and the Hoth sets. So this is very interesting stuff, and it basically means that LEGO has noticed their issue of what happened last year and solved it by counting each of these waves as separately. The last hope then of seeing these images was when catalogs came out. However, someone did end up getting their hands on the 2022 one, and there's no new sets. This is also the January to June one, which usually does show the March sets, but they haven't done that anymore, so basically LEGO's not revealing this. And this could be because it's a Book of Boba Fett set, mainly the Boba Fett's palace, and I guess it could come with a slight spoiler. They've been very close to their chest with that set, but it's probably just that LEGO has learned from their mistakes, and that's a good thing. Maybe a lot of you would like that to apply to some of their other stuff, but they realized a flaw in what they did last time, and they changed it. But yeah, that was just something that interested me, and I hope it interested you too. Let me know what you think down below. However, yeah, that'll be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.